In this video, I'll compare all Ben 10 aliens from open world games to see which have the best abilities. We'll review every alien and Omnitrix in the game. We're already in the game. Since we're comparing everything, let's get the Super Omnitrix with all the aliens. Remember, we have a selection wheel to pick and compare aliens. So, let's start with Shama, because when we select him, a really cool transformation animation appears, and that's how we turn into Shama. He has normal attacks, but no special combos. He can shoot charged fireballs and can also shoot fire rays. If I hold down the right mouse button, he has a special move, which is a mega attack that sets everything on fire, alright? And he can also fly on top of a crater that he rips out of the ground. Just like in the classic Ben 10, that's how he flies. This one here is Galvan's Shama in the Ben 10 open world fan game. I wonder how he is in another Ben 10 open world game, and that's why we're already here. In the game Ben 10 Power Trip, the only open world game from Ben 10 Reboot, it's a game that has a cooperative system with Kevin 11 from the Anti-Tricks. So we're gonna have a good system with several aliens for us to try out. Well, anyway, we start here with Ben 10, so let's test it. The first alien, which I said is simply Shama, man. Can we turn into him here? Well, Shama's abilities here consist of double jumping, throwing fire at things, and also having attack combos. Because, look, he can do this combo here, then there's this combo here, and finally there's this combo here. But he has the weak attacks, which are these here, and the strong attack, which is this one here. I thought this Shama was cool, but it's not as good as Galvan's Shama. So I'm already back in Galvan to test more aliens to compare, and now what I want to compare is forearms. Look at him. This is Galvan's forearms. He's really powerful and has the classic Ben 10 details. He can do super jumps, man, and he's really big. There's something here that isn't in Bendy and Ben 10 Trip. They're time crimes to stop because look, this is really a combat mission. There, you only have the crystal points. I can just increase my strength with forearms special, man, and then he can hit much harder. Same thing with the cars, man. I defeat them with a punch. I can pull rocks from the ground and throw them at enemies, a great forearms ability, and he also has a palm attack. Sonica, I think his biggest difference is the super jump, but now let's see how he is in Bendy Ben 10 Power Trip. Man, I got to another part of the city to show that his open world map here is no joke. Dude, it's really cool. I can hold tab here and select the alien I want, and I want four arms here. Man, just look at him. Dude, he looks really cool because he's very detailed and really buff, and like I said, he can jump, but not super jump. He has some really strong attacks here, like he has a combo, 3 light attacks, and I can combo here, and a strong attack where he does a clap. Sonica, 2 little attacks here. Look, take this, and take this, and this one, which is really powerful, 2, 3, and take that. He spins, and that's it, man. He can also pull rocks from the ground like Ben 10 and Galva. That's really cool. I think these moves were inspired by that game, right? I might be wrong too, but anyway, I thought his design was greater than his wisdom, the skills he has. I'm in Galva again, and it's time to compare more iron. And the next one I want is XLR8, man, to see who. What about XLR8 from Bendy? Classic Ben 10 here is the white outfit, the tail swinging. He also runs very fast in his base form, which reminds me of the Ben 10 Protector of Earth game. The best part is I can hold onto his horns as he speeds up. I need to stop crime, and the best part is I can run much faster. If I press F for a speed boost, I'm already at the crime scene. He has combo attacks. Check this out. Take that. It's like the Flash. Besides, I can also make a whirlwind, which attacks with my special move, and that way I defeat all the enemies. This is just insane, man. I can also slow down time with XLR8, you see. Then I see everything in slow motion, so I can know what I'm hitting, for example, and I can also run on walls. Man, I think Bendy's Ben 10 will have a tough time against XLR8, but since we're already here in Ben 10 Protector of Earth, let's test our XLR8. Here it is. Look, where is it? Oh, wait, in his base form, he's not fast. The difference between the classic Ben 10 and this one is that he has some spikes on his back, and his speed isn't as great as the normal XLR8 from Galvan's Ben 10. Man, yeah, but his special thing is that he can come over here to these things and stick to them. Look, he can do a sliding traversal. Man, just look at this. I can speed him up even more so he moves faster. That's what's cool about this game. I think it's really awesome. Like, it's not like we're gonna have this throughout the whole map, but just having it here a little bit at least is cool. He also has a combo like this. Look, he does some little attacks like Luffy 2, like this, and then big attack. Yeah, man, I think all of Galvan's are winning so far, but will this change? Let's see. Well, we've already seen what the 3 main Ben 10 aliens are like, the most classic ones, the ones that sell the most, but now let's go to the next one, which is simply Diamondhead. Let's go with him. I have to hold the mouse scroll and select the alien I want, and wow, there are a lot of aliens here. Okay, look, this one is Diamondhead. I can choose him, and done, I became Diamondhead. It's very detailed, and it's just like the classic Ben 10, but his attacks are pretty slow, man. He jumps much higher than Ben 10 usually does, and the attacks do some damage, but not that much. His special thing is shooting Tatanite darts. Diamond darts, sorry. I always forget that Diamondhead isn't Tatanite. But look, man, he shoots these darts that can break any car. Just keep shooting. Hold on, there you go, see? Just shoot at the car's vital point and it explodes, but over there it already exploded. But that's the problem, man. He doesn't have any more powers. Besides that, he doesn't slide on ice on Tatanite. He doesn't do anything. If you want to create a shield, he can do that. Yeah, that's pretty sad. Let's see if the Diamond from Ben 10 Power Trip is any better. And to test Diamondhead from the Ben 10 reboot, I came to a really high place. Man, because if he doesn't have what I want here, we've already lost. So let's go ahead and choose. Diamondhead. Come on, Diamondhead, man. I think he has it. Look, just take this. You can slide as Diamondhead, but the sad thing is that he keeps losing altitude, right, man? It's sad, I think. Wouldn't it be cool if he could glide down there? Do you think we can do it? Let's try it. Come on, Diamondhead. And man, this power is basically unlimited, man. There's no cooldown. Dude, okay, this is really awesome. This game here won with Diamondhead. Come on. Yeah, we made it all the way down here just gliding with Diamondhead. Man, dude, this Diamondhead is really cool. Ben 10 Reboot's Diamondhead never had a bad design, man. The difference with Ben 10 Reboot is that it doesn't just stick to Ben's regular clothes. It also creates variations like this yellow shirt here, which Ben doesn't even wear. Diamondhead can create some diamond shields here to defend himself, man. I said it was good to have a shield here, dude. Let's get back to the attack combos, which are really powerful. Like, check this out. Take that. He has these 3 combos here and can also do some attacks like this. Look, take that too. This one here is probably the best he has because he can land several diamond attacks and the aliens are useful too. Take that, see? Alright, I think Diamondhead's powers in Ben 10 Reboot are great and his design is strong. Diamondhead is sometimes better than the Galvan ones, but sometimes we just have to accept defeat. That's it, as the last alien from the classic lineup. We have to choose Rath here, man, and we have him unlocked here. He looks really awesome. Here, he has the same model as Ben 10 from the PS3, which is from Ultimate Alien, which is Cosmic Destruction. Man, he can run in a cool way, but he has no attacks, just keeps making impacts. Take the impact since there's nothing else. He just jumps like this. Wow, he destroyed the car just by jumping. I take it back, he's really strong, but other than that, he doesn't do anything. Man, this is the thing that stresses me out the most this game. I wanted Rat to have attacks, but now, let's see how Rat is in Ben 10 Power Trip, right, man? I think it's gonna be better than this one, but here it's different. Man, because this Rat here is really powerful. Look at this, dude. This Rat here is really awesome. Just in Super Shadow, he already jumps. He has some really cool attack combos, like, look here. This one is combo 1 done, then he has this attack here done, and take that roar, and there's also this one, which is the 3 attack combo. Where is it? 1, 2, 3, and done. See that? Very cool. And there's also Mega Roar from the guy. He gets really angry and starts roaring at anything. He can also sniff things and locate them on the map, man. So check this out. Some villains have already shown up here for me to fight. Take that. What's that? All right, let's use what I learned. Here we go. Let's take them out here. What kind of craziness is this, man? My lord, there are still some enemies left. Take this, sucker. Damn, that scared me, man. And Rush also has climbing powers here, dude. Something he doesn't have in Galvan, and not even a third of the powers he has here, right? Yeah, I think Rat is pretty powerful. But now let's go to the next alien. But as you saw in Ben 10 Power Trip there, we don't have any newer aliens from Ben 10. We only have Shock Rock. So let's go with the topic electric aliens from Ben 10. We know there are a lot, man, but let's start with the most famous one, which is Shock Squatch. Here you go. I don't remember if he's the most famous, but he's definitely the first. He flies, leaving these really cool trails of electricity, and he flies really fast, and he has these really cool electric attacks, man. He shoots green lightning. This takes a lot of work. He can either shoot concentrated lightning like this, or also fire off some regular little bolts, and he also has attacks. All right? Don't be fooled. Just look at this. Take that. The shocking one is great. We also have the arthropod, but here he doesn't have those easy-to-use electric powers. However, he does have an energy shield, which Rocky Shock uses often in the cartoon, right? And it's cool because he opens up his brain like this, and then some crazy shocks start coming out to make the shield. Man, this is definitely the coolest part, but we also have Amphibian as the electric alien, who's a flying alien, right? Alright, man, a flying alien that shoots lightning bolts. But in Ben 10 Port Trip, there aren't flying aliens, so I think Ben 10 Galvan wins here, huh? We mostly have flying aliens here. Take this boost. Ha! Very good, man. Take that. We also have Frankie Strike here, man, as an electric alien, but he doesn't have electric powers yet, so I don't think that counts. But in terms of physical build, he's the one who most resembles Shock Rock, right? I think so. But these were the electric aliens from Ben 10 Galvan, so now let's see the only electric alien we have in Ben 10 Port Trip. And as I said, from the counterpart of the electric aliens, here we have Shock Rock. And man, he has a really interesting ability because he can come over here and look, just do this. Right here, he can launch like a traversal across the map, but unfortunately he moves pretty slowly. But I think his design is really good, man, and he can also use this here. Look, he absorbs electricity. Check it out. Come here, take this, take this, take this, and done. Electricity absorbed? I think so. He also has some attacks here where he creates an electric hammer. Man, just look at this. Take that. I can also do a heavy attack where he creates a frying pan. Here, look. Take this and this and this and this. The Rocky Shock is really cool here, right, man? I like him a lot. What about you guys? I think the best alien in Ben 10 Reboot was Rocky Shock. You thought it was over, right? Ha, no, we still have Kevin's forms, Kevin Hozo, to compare. Like I said, all the Omnitrixes, I was serious. Let's test them all, man. Let's use the ultimate one so we have them all. The next alien from Kevin Hozo to test is the Fire Alien. So let's add another Fire Alien, just Fire. Fact, he has really powerful shoulders and can also shoot a really powerful fireball. Take that. The guy disappeared right when I was about to shoot. For now, that's his only power. No, I also want the ultimate form, exactly. We also have that and this ultimate form here. His is really detailed and he looks awesome, man. I really wish he had powers here, but he doesn't yet, but at least he's really well modeled. Yeah, we're already here in co-op mode for Ben 10 Power Trip. I came up here and activated co-op mode. Look, co-op is ready. Well, I'm controlling Kevin Hozo, but here on the keyboard and mouse, I also control Bendy, Ben 10. Yeah, this is crazy for my head. Anyway, I can come here and select the aliens, and I want Heatblast. So look, I transform here. Heatblast, he's different from Chama, right, man? Chama is all yellow and Heatblast is all rock style, man. And I think this is really cool. There's like a skull here, right? His fire is orange and he can also double jump. The difference, man, is that he has the same combos that Chama also has. Yeah, that's why he also shoots fire. Yeah, man, they're the same characters, unfortunately. And now, the next alien we're going to have in the Ultimate Anti-Trix is a Brawler alien. So now we're going to test more Brawler aliens, and I just choose simply, look at this enormous sorrow, man. This enormous sorrow here is really good, man. First, he has a super powerful jump, letting him leap very high. Any damage he inflicts on a car destroys it. Man, and he even creates these concrete blocks on the ground if he attacks the ground. Look at that. He has a combo there. See? Really cool. I think this is the first alien that has some really useful combos in this game. Look, if I use the super jump, I can even jump higher than that building over there. But if I increase in size with his stronger form and use the super jump, I can jump higher than all the buildings in the game. Look at that, huh? See that, man? It's even bigger if I walk a little too, because before I was just standing still and jumping, but that's not all he has. He also has the ultimate form. Man, look how cool this is. This is the Supreme Humongosaur, all green and powerful. He has this form where he can jump and he can also aim to shoot missiles. Man, look at this, man. He destroys cars so much easier like this. Take that, cars. Take that, huh? Yeah, Supreme Humongosaur is a great Brawler alien. Are there cars flying around here? Alright, and the next alien we want to test is 4 Arms. Man, he's all purple here. He has some punching attacks, right? So it's a Brawler version, right? He has these really powerful gloves here which give him more strength than 4 Arms. Man, just compare. 4 Arms has some gloves, but this one has even stronger gloves. 4 Arms doesn't have armor on his arms, but this one does. It's crazy. He can also pull rocks from the ground. But other than that, he doesn't change much. It's really just the design that changes. Man, unfortunately, and well, since the next alien from the Anti-Trix is a speed alien like XLR8, I'm also going to use a speed alien like Accelerate. Man, he runs really fast and he can even attack while running. Plus, the way he moves across the map is pretty unique. Look how cool that is. His combat power is higher than XLR8's, but his speed isn't. Not to mention he can't stop that well, right, man? He went under the car. Take that. Wow. Did you guys see that? Well, and he has something extra, which is the speed boost. Look at that, man. He starts moving way faster. But XLR8 will always have a special place in my heart, man. He runs on walls in a much cooler way, like Flash. but let's see who the next fast alien is, right? Now we have XLR8 from the Anti-Trix, man, which is pretty different from XLR8, I'd say. Look, this one is XLR8. Dude, yeah, they're really different, but not that much. Let's start with the spikes on the back. XLR8 has 2 centimeters. This one has 3. XLR8's armor is really different from Accelerated's or Fast Track's armor. What's his name again? Well, the truth is that here, look, he can speed up too, just like XLR8. He has green streaks, man. That's his biggest difference for some reason. I still prefer the regular XLR8 though. As you saw there, the next alien we're gonna have is another Diamondhead. But there's one that's really similar here and has also appeared in the BDS reboot, which is Chromastone. Look, man, it's the parallel pipe. Let's get started, because here he can also fly, so that's another point for Galva. He has a speed boost, man. He doesn't take damage from shots, but he also doesn't attack. I think that's a big problem. Yeah, unfortunately, he really doesn't attack anything. Man, it's pretty sad, but the normal Hermoso attacks, right? Yeah, unfortunately, the Chromastone here doesn't even come close to the most powerful aliens in this game. What can you do? If the criteria is a resistant alien, we have NRG, even with setbacks, right? I think it counts. Will you guys let me join? I think it's valid. Unlike that Chromastone, here we have Crystal Fist. Unlike Diamondhead, man, Diamondhead is all green and this one is all purple. And again, notice the details on the armor, man. This one here, he tries to be tougher, stronger, cooler. I wonder if there's a difference in their powers. Look, Diamondhead creates a wall of diamonds and this one creates a wall of diamonds too. It's the same model, just purple. They were lazy that day. What changes is the design. Man, the spikes on Diamondhead's back are bigger and this one's are smaller, but Crystal Fist's arms are bigger than Diamondhead's and have bigger armor. They're corrupted versions of the alien, right? I also wanted that debris bridge thing that he builds and can go anywhere. Yeah, this is really cool. The next alien we have is Wolfman, so obviously I'm gonna pick him, right, guys? Blitz Wolf, man. Look how cool he is. He has some really powerful claw attacks, but he still doesn't have any sound powers. But at least check this out. Super jump. It's the Wolf super jump, right, man? He does his charge. Look how cool that is, man. He jumps. Yeah, he can climb on things. It's obvious that Bashmouth from the Anti-Trix is inspired by this guy, right? We'll test him soon. Who would have guessed Rath's counterpart would be a wolf, right? But there's more. We have another wolf-like alien, and it's him, right? Man, I was never such a big fan of Wild Mutt, but I thought he was pretty cool in the classic series. And also in Omniverse. In Omniverse, he's really useful. You're going to use his radar, which lets him see heat sources, so it only works with bad guys. He also has a super jump and attack, which works really well, but his charge move also only works on bad guys. But look, he has his ultimate form here, man, and here he turns red and gets a crest on his head and a tail, man. Isn't this the biggest waste of an ultimate form ever? Well, I'm sure it is. This one was the wolf-like alien from this game, so let's test it in the Ben 10 Power Trip game and the other open world game. Aper is where you have the Blast Mouth from the Anti-Trix, man, which is the counterpart version of Rath, and Kevin 11 is Rath's counterpart. It's from Kevin 11, a corrupted version with the red Omnitrix. At least Blast Mouth still has Rath's powers, so he can climb walls. He also has the roar here, and he can also sniff things out. But the attack combos are really the same, man, except look at the difference. Rath can do a claw attack and Wine comes out with just one claw. Did you notice that? Look, I'll do it again. Take that, a claw. Now the Blast Mouth, right? He does this here, man. There are 3 claws in the attack. That's definitely the biggest difference, man, for sure. You can see there's a distinction. And the Blast Mouth has tails, the Rush doesn't. The Blast Mouth has armor, Rat doesn't. And one is a wolf and the other is a cat. Yeah, it's a pretty subtle difference, but you can really notice it. Well, the next alien we're going to have is a plant alien, guys, the counterpart to Shocking, the Rocky Shock. In this case, in that game, it's simply Thornblade, which is Kevin 11's version of Wildvine, but here I kind of have Wildvine too, man. And man, he's just really cool because look, he can grab onto things and start launching himself. Plus, there are crimes for us to test him out, and he's really stretchy too. He also shoots some seeds, which are good for bombs. Man, look how cool this is. Take that, load it up, all those seeds there, reloaded the seed, and I can throw more. You're not getting away from my seed, man, but look, if I control it, when they explode, take that a bit more. Here, see, that's it. There you go, man. I throw it here, press V, and it explodes. But if I don't press it, it only explodes when it hits the ground. It's really useful, man. I can also do a big dash here with vines and also swing on vines like you saw earlier. What did you guys think of this wild vine here? I thought it was really cool. Now, I think that's the biggest difference with the Anti-Trix, man. Just look at this. Do you see that all the aliens from the Anti-Trix are some kind of alternate version of Ben 10? Here we have Espinheto, man, Thornblade, right? But dude, he's supposed to be the counterpart here of of Shock Rock, man. It doesn't make any sense. But there's a specific detail, guys. Anyone who watched the cartoon knows that Kevin 11 never had access to Shock Rock. Why am I calling it shocking? So this is how they got around it, right? Sort of. The symbol on the 8 anti-tricks is upside down. Look, this one is Crystal Fists and this one is Thorn Blades. It's upside down. Yeah, what can you do? And one annoying thing I noticed in the game, man, is that no matter where Kevin 11 goes, he has to be accompanied by Ben 10 here, and he can't go very far without him. Well, he has the same powers and abilities as Shock Rock, so come here and there you go. Grab onto that. Done, see? He also kind of creates a spiked staff here to attack with his strong attack. He does this with his fist, and with this club he creates, he can hit like this and like this. Then he has this combo here, which is pretty weak too, and this other one is also pretty weak, man, but it works well. But I think I showed everything that Ben 10 Reboot had, man, and which Ben 10 Reboot alien was your favorite, man. My brother's was probably Heatblast for some reason. No, I think it was Shock Rock, right? What can we do? I like a lot of aliens. Well, now we just have to hope that we get another official Ben 10 game, something that probably will never happen. But I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed recording it, man.